Now, I will discuss structure of a digital newsroom. Globally, newsrooms are exploring new storytelling formats such as podcasts, automation, chat apps, virtual reality, and gamification. At the same time, journalists face challenges around data security, source protection, and navigating platforms like Facebook and Google, which has been reflected in the World Editors Forum 2015. So, the trajectory of digital transformation varies across countries, shaped by infrastructure, resources, and consumer behavior. For instance, the entrenched distribution system in Japan have showed digital uptick. Nonetheless, the transition to digital is ongoing and experimental, marked by frequent changes in editorial, business, and marketing strategy. An example of such an experiment in India was the decision by major newspapers to block content for users with ad blockers. So, to analyze these dynamics, C.W. Anderson in 2012 suggested that expanding traditional sociological frameworks to include technology and institutional fields, emphasizing journalism's intersection with fields like computer science and digital advertising is evident. Drawing on this discussion, I will try to analyze how newsroom practices and power structures are evolving in a digital first environment. So, a strategic framework for digital newsroom transformation, first we need a strategic framework for modern media engagement. In today's fast evolving digital media environment, organizations face growing challenges in managing press relations and media engagement through online platforms. To address these demands, the framework which I'm going to propose produces a structured approach to digital newsroom design and implementation. One that enhances media visibility, streamlines press interactions, and strengthens brand presence, media's brand presence as well. So, this framework rests on three interconnected pillars. So, the foundational architecture is the engagement optimization and performance measurement. Together, they provide a systematic roadmap for transforming traditional press relations into agile, data-driven, and globally accessible digital newsroom system. So, from traditional press rooms to digital newsrooms, how this transition took place. This transformation of press relations infrastructure reflects broader shifts in communication practices. Early corporate press rooms in 50s gave way to rudimentary online press centers in the 1990s onwards, offering limited access and functionality of the editorial control. So, or editorial control room. Towards the 2000, introduced content management system. So, with the introduction of content management system (CMS), which enabled structured press material distribution. By 2010, newsroom models evolved further with social media integration, mobile accessibility, and multimedia support. So, contemporary digital newsrooms now combine automation, analytics, and personalization to meet the expectations of the journalists as well as the audiences and the communication professionals and executives alike. Without adopting such systems, organizations risk losing media coverage opportunities and diminishing their brand presence. Now, I have to discuss the foundational architecture of digital newsroom structure, building the core. So, effective digital newsrooms require a robust foundation supported by advanced digital infrastructure. And the core components include content management system, that is CMS, which means a centralized platforms for storing, organizing, and publishing press materials. Then digital asset management, DAM, which means a structured protocols for handling high resolution images, videos, and brand documentation. Then distribution mechanisms. So, automated tools for global press material delivery across multiple channels the digital media should have. Then security and accessibility in the digital newsroom structure. So, infrastructure that ensures both system reliability and media partner usability. So, the operational guidelines in the digital media or digital newsroom structure should emphasize workflow optimization, resource allocation, and scalability to ensure newsroom longevity and adaptability. So, engagement optimization, what is that? So, it is strengthening media relations. Journalists and media professionals seek easy, reliable access to press materials and timely responses from the organizations. So, engagement optimization strategies therefore focus on media engagement optimization demands, which is a structured approach that combines content customization, distribution, and automation, as well as responsive communication protocols. Modern digital newsroom system or structure support this by offering personalized media access through advanced content filtering and targeted distribution tools. So, journalists' accessibility is enhanced with streamlined authentication process and user-friendly interface designs. Now, customization. Customization features enable the delivery of press materials tailored to specific media preferences and coverage needs, while response management systems ensure timely access to content and swift query resolution through automated workflows. Then, streamlined access. So, unified platforms with intuitive interfaces for retrieving press kits and assets. Then, content customization. So, tailored content, multilingual localization, and multimedia integration to maximize global impact is also possible in the digital newsroom structure. Then response time management or responsive time management. So efficient systems for quick communication with reporters and media outlets. A well-crafted content strategy supported by personalization, mobile responsiveness, and analytics significantly boosts both journalist satisfaction, brand visibility, and audiences' demands or aspirations as well. So, what should be the implementation roadmap from planning to execution? The deployment of digital newsroom systems must follow a phased implementation strategy. It means it should be implemented phase by phase. First is the assessment. So they have to evaluate the current press relations practices and identify technological gaps. Then they had to chalk out a design, which means developing architecture combining CMS, DAM, and automation tools. Then deployment, which means rolling out newsroom features in phases aligned with resource allocation and timeline management. Then optimization, which means continuously adapt processes based on user feedback and performance data. So this systematic approach towards the digital newsroom structure ensures alignment with organizational goals while balancing efficiency, cost, and user experience. To talk about performance measurement, which means tracking the impact and value. So measuring newsroom success requires robust analytics and performance metrics. So the key metrics or key indicators include digital newsroom implementation demonstrates measurable impact through systematic performance analysis and audience engagement analysis through metrics. So organizations report average increases of 40% in media coverage rates following structured digital newsroom deployment. So a comprehensive analytics reveal significant improvements in journalist response times and content utilization pattern. So strategic architectural implementation correlates directly with enhanced brand visibility across digital media channels. Now, this performance data, the data which is collected through different statistical tools analysis, which validates investment returns through quantifiable increases in press coverage and brand recognition metrics. Then engagement analytics. So interaction rates with press materials and digital assets also gives a picture of the press metrics. Similarly, media coverage metrics, which is frequently used for assessing the frequency, tone, and reach of media mentions, like through forwarding and re-forwarding. Then brand visibility indicators. So what are the indicators? Growth in recognition, recall, and reputation across media markets. Then integrated analytics solutions allow organizations to track content utilization, predict engagement trends, and refine strategies for maximum impact. Now, the market dynamics and future directions of the digital newsroom structure. So, adoption of digital newsroom systems has surged. Fortune 500 companies report a 300% increase in implementation over the past 5 years. So, market analysis highlights growing demand for automated content, which means delivery to reduce inefficiencies of manual distribution. So, automated content distribution. Then, multilingual and multimedia support to meet global media requirements. Then, predictive analytics and AI integration for personalized content delivery and performance forecasting. Despite all these progresses, challenges persist in areas such as system integration in the digital newsroom structure, global accessibility, and standardized performance measurement metrics. So, the future innovation in the digital newsroom structure lies in bridging these gaps through scalable cloud-based infrastructures, machine learning driven insights, and seamless global content distribution. So, digital newsroom architecture represents more than a technological upgrade. It is a strategic necessity. It's not just about technological upgradation. It is also about strategic necessity in modern public relations. So, by embracing structured frameworks for audience engagement, measurement, performance measurement metrics, then organizations can achieve measurable improvements in media coverage, brand recognition, and long-term competitive advantage. For public relations leaders, communications professionals, and executives, this transformation is not optional but essential. In a crowded or competitive media environment, every media organization that invests in digital newsroom systems will define the next era of press relations, brand storytelling, and global visibility. Now, the core departments and roles and responsibilities in a digital newsroom structure comprises several interconnected departments, each with specific responsibilities. the editorial department. The editorial department is the heart of the newsroom, responsible for content creation and quality controls. And the key persons behind this is the editor-in-chief, then or the executive editor, who sets the overall editorial direction, strategy, and tone of the news organization. They are responsible for maintaining journalistic integrity and ensuring the quality of all published content. Then there comes managing editor. So managing editor oversees the day-to-day operations or functionalities of the editorial department, managing staff, assigning stories, and ensuring deadlines are met. Similarly, section editors or the desk editors. So they are responsible for specific content areas, for example, politics, business, sports, technology. So they manage a team of reporters and editors, assign stories, and edit content for their section. Now, the reporters or the correspondents, whose job is to gather information, conduct interviews, and write news stories. They may specialize in a particular beat or a particular coverage, a range of topics. So then comes copy editors. So they review and edit content for grammars, spelling mistakes, punctuation, style, accuracy, etc. They ensure that all the content adheres to the news organization's editorial standards and policy. Then fact checkers. So the fact checker's job is to verify the accuracy of information presented in a news story, and thus ensuring that all facts are correct and properly sourced. Then data journalists. So data journalists are assigned to analyze and visualize data to uncover the trends and insights, catering to data-driven stories and interactive graphics or infographics. Then digital production. So in digital production, this department focuses on the technical aspects of publishing content online. So there are certain key roles and responsibilities. So the digital editor or the online editor oversees the digital publishing process, ensuring that content is properly formatted, optimized for search engines, and published on the website and other digital media platforms. Then web producers. So the web producers are responsible for building and maintaining the news organization's website, managing content management system CMS, and ensuring that website is user-friendly, updated, and accessible for all. Then social media editors or managers. So what's their job responsibility? Their responsibility is to manage the news organization's social media handle or social media presence, creating and curating content for social media platforms of that particular media organization, engaging stories with the followers, and monitoring social media trends. Then multimedia producers. So they create and edit video, audio, and interactive content or clips for the website and social media platforms. Then graphic designers. They create visual elements such as infographics, charts, illustrations to accompany news stories or to supplement the news story with infographics. Then, audience engagement. So, this department in the digital newsroom structure focuses on building and maintaining relationships with the audience. So, the key roles include audience engagement editor or manager. What they do? They develop and implement strategies to engage with the audience, increase website traffic, and thus build brand loyalty. Then, community managers, whose job is to moderate online forums and comment sections. Moderate online forums and comment sections, responds to audience inquiries, and fosters a sense of community amongst readers or the viewers. Then, social media editors or managers. So, this is sometimes overlap with digital production, but with a stronger focus on engagement. So, these managers, social media managers, are actively participate in social media conversations, respond to each and every comments and questions, and build relationship with the influencers. Then, newsletter editor. So, they create and manage email newsletters, delivering curated content to the subscribers, permanent subscribers, and driving traffic to the website. Then there is another department in digital newsroom structure. It's called as technology. So this department is solely responsible for the technical infrastructure of the newsroom, and the key roles include Chief Technology Officer, CTO, who oversees the technology strategy for the news organization, ensuring that technology infrastructure is reliable, secure, and scalable. Then, web developers. So, they develop and maintain the news organizations or the media houses' website and other digital media platforms which they own. Then, system administrators who manage the news organizations' servers, networks, and other IT infrastructure. Then, data analyst, whose job is to analyze website traffic, user behavior, and other data to identify the audience's behavior, or the readers' and viewers' behavior, their trends, their insights, their comment, so that they can inform editorial sections and business decisions. They can take up a positive line of action. Similarly, business or advertising department. So this department focuses on generating revenue for the news organizations. And here also the key roles include publisher or CEO, who oversees the overall business performances or business operations of the news organization. Then, advertising sales representatives. So, they sell advertising space on the website and their own digital publications. Then, marketing manager. What they do, they develop and implements marketing campaigns to promote the news organization and attract new readers. Then, subscription. So, subscription manager. So, they manage the subscription base of the media, that particular media, to the news organization's website and other digital products. Then analytics manager, who mainly tracks and analyzes website traffic, user behavior, and other data to measure the effectiveness of marketing and advertising campaigns. Then, to talk about the workflow in a digital newsroom, I have to say that the workflow in a digital newsroom is typically faster and more iterative than in a traditional print newsroom. So the process generally involves the following steps. So the first step is story assignment. So editors assign stories to reporters based on their expertise and the news agenda. Then reporting and research. So reporters gather information, conduct interviews, research the story, all this. Then writing and editing. So the reporters write the story and editors review and edit it for better accuracy, clarity, and style or stylistic improvisations. Then multimedia production. So the multimedia producers create audio, video, and interactive content to attract or to augment the interactive or immersive experience of the reader. Then digital production web producers, they format the story for the website, optimize it for search engines, and add multimedia elements. Then social media promotion. So, social media editors promote the story on social media platforms. Then publication. The story is published on the website and other digital platforms. Then audience engagement, which is done by the community managers who monitor online forums and comment sections and then respond to audiences' inquiries and foster a sense of community among the readers. Then analysis and optimization. So data analysts track website traffic, user behavior, and other data to measure the performance of the story and thus identifies the areas for improvement. So the key considerations for digital newsroom structures include mobile first approach. So they have to design and optimize content for mobile devices as a significant portion of the audience accesses news on their smartphones and tablets. Then data-driven decision making. It means they had to use data analytics to inform editorial and business decisions, track audience engagement, and measure the effectiveness of the content being provided. Collaboration and communication, which fosters a culture of collaboration and communication amongst different departments, ensuring that everyone is working towards the same goal. Then agility and adaptability. So in the digital newsroom structure, every professional, like those who are involved in that particular newsroom structure, has to be prepared to adapt to changing technology and audience preferences and be willing to experiment with new formats and platforms. For that, training and development is required. For that, the company or the media houses has to invest in training and development for staff, the internal staff, ensuring that they have the skills and knowledge necessary to succeed in the digital age. So, by implementing a well-defined structure and embracing digital-first principles, news organizations can effectively deliver high-quality news content to a wider audience and thrive in the ever-evolving digital media landscape. So, to conclude, I must say that by implementing a well-defined structure and embracing digital first principles, media organizations or news organizations can effectively deliver high quality news content to a wider audience and thus thrive in the ever evolving digital media landscape. Thank you very much.